Hey everyone, it's James. It is April 19th, about 7:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin, BTC, USD on the Bitfinex exchange. First of all, this is not investment advice. And then second of all, I like to just go over the overall trend. We had the bubble phase, and then we have a series of lower highs and lower lows, basically the aftermath after the bubble burst. So what you see here are a few different line sets. We have the light pink line set. That's the older downtrend. That is the frequency that price was reacting to. You can see how it stayed within that frequency multiple times. And then we broke out horizontally. Now, the new line set was the dark red line set you see here. And then price kind of followed that and started turning like a quarter round bottom here. And you can see what's happening. So the question is this the low? Or sorry, I mean the bottom for right now. And we're right above the 6,000 low. We stopped at around 6,425 on Bitfinex and then started to work our way back up. Now we've had a long range bar to the top, and if you've watched my previous videos, I've talked about how we've had multiple long range bars as well too. And every time we see these long range bars, we can see what the aftermath is from those bars. And basically it's like you're building a structure on top of a single pole in sand, and then you're surprised that it fell over. But anyways, so that's what has me that's why I'm reluctant over calling this the bottom here, is because we have another series of that long range bar type deal. And the question is now is, do we put in a higher high and then a I don't mean a higher high, I mean a high and then a lower high, basically fulfilling the trend that we currently have, to where we have one high pole, a consolidation, another bump up. Let me just kind of trace this for you. So we have the high pole, the consolidation, another bump up, a fallout, put in a soft shoulder, which is a lower high, and then roll over downward, okay? We're still under this uptrend line you see here. This orange line right here that you see is just cutting right through price action, showing the exact frequency that price is reacting to during this uptrend, okay? We're crawling the underside of that. That is typically a negative sign when price does that, okay? If we somehow break above this range, which puts us about 84.40, okay? I would say right above this high, which is 84.59. If we can get above 84.59, we will break back through here, and I do think we'll finalize breaking this downtrend resistance line. And that is kind of like the end of the line for the downtrend that we currently have. And then from there, I do see price going much higher. If we break that number, 84.59, I do think there's a very large possibility that we start to make our way toward the 9,200 range. Like I said, I do think that if this does happen, we will put in a higher high over 9,200 and then create a higher low, which obviously we can see what that's going to do to the market. That's going to give the market the change in direction that we need to certify this as the bottom, and then form that rounded base that we need for price to launch out of. So rounded bottoms are either a continuation of the pattern or they're a change in direction. If we get a rounded bottom here, then I do believe it's going to be a change in direction, and we're going to start the bull market that should hopefully run into the end of this year, possibly into next year as well too. So let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, but that's what I see currently happening if we can take out the 84.59 range. Now, if we roll over tonight and we cannot break through this area and we cannot break above 84.59, okay, this is the area I was talking about. If we cannot break above that area, then price is going to roll over. Now, there's a few different safety nets in place. We have one at around 7,800 right here. Okay, that's the prior support. That's the line that price broke through, used as support to basically launch through the negative trend and then move its way out. You can obviously see how it's become resistance to multiple times. Okay, same frequency, and the next safety net from the 7,800, if that gets blown out, is right down to about 7,460. I think about 7,460 is very close to the 618 on the Fibonacci. It's somewhere around there. It's like 7,468, 7,500, somewhere within that range. But anyways, those are the two safety nets for price. If price breaks through this red line, okay, below that 7,400 range, let's just round it out for right now. If we break below that, we are definitely going to head back down towards 6,425, which is the recent low of this base right here. And if that gets taken out, we are going to get reunited with 6,000. And it's not going to be a pretty picture for Bitcoin. There is a lot of energy building up here. There is a lot of money changing hands. Over I think it's like $7.2 billion traded just in the past 24 hours, just within a tight range. Okay, there's a lot of energy building up here. When this does make its move, whether it's down or up, there is going to be a serious price movement. Now, let me show you something that there's a pattern I typically never show on screen, and that is the boat formation, what you see here. So this Titanic is either going to sail or it is going to sink. Right now, I'm just joking. Like, that's not a real formation. But anyways, we can see what is happening in the chart. And unfortunately, I think the last time I did that formation, it actually sunk. So we'll see what happens. But if we do head down through those numbers that I just displayed on, or that I just talked about, right? Safety net at 7,800, safety net around 7,468, I think is what it was. If those get busted out, don't get too hung on those numbers, but right around that range, then we're obviously going to head downward. If we break above 8,459, then it's off to the moon, and everybody and their mother will have a Lamborghini and mansions and everything else you could possibly dream of. Now, the end's definitely facetious, but what I do think that we will head to this 9,200 range, and then from there put in the higher low and obviously change the market direction, giving us that rounded bottom. All right, so if you do like the video, you like the content, please like, subscribe, follow. If you have any comments, questions, etc., just post them down below depending on what social media outlet you're on. If you're not following me on YouTube, I'd highly suggest you do so, since that's where I post these videos first, if you're looking to get the information as fast as possible. Also, too, if you're interested in cryptocurrency trading, I do have a free Slack channel available to everyone. Anyone can join. There's people from all over the world. There's over like 240 members already. Everybody's extremely friendly. Everyone shares like their analysis, charts, opinions, news. It's just a really nice area to be, especially if you have questions about trading cryptocurrency, or you're just new and you just kind of want to understand like what's going on in the market on a daily basis. It's just a great community to be a part of. You can visit my site at geometriccharts.com. At the bottom, I have my social media links, and then I have my link to the free Slack channel down there too. I also do offer a subscription service where I cover Bitcoin, some other cryptocurrencies. Like if my subscribers ask, I'll do like charts for them. That way they know like where to enter and where to exit and so forth. And then the same thing with stocks, commodities, and Forex. I don't trade a lot of Forex, so my main focus honestly is really in the stock market, because I do see us entering into a bull market, and it's going to be very explosive, especially coming out of the bottom, which I've been playing, and that's been really good. But I am waiting. I'm kind of hesitant on Bitcoin for a larger portion of the portfolio because of what I see in the market. We're obviously still in a downtrend. There's no denying there's a series of lower highs and lower lows. So I'm just a little more reluctant with this market until I do see us put in that higher high and higher low. But again, thank you for your time. Thank you for your support. I thank all my subscribers. I really, really appreciate it. And if I do not get back to you, if you ask a question or something, just ask it again. I get very, very busy during the day trying to manage all of this. But again, thank you, and I hope you have a great day or great night, and I'll talk to everybody tomorrow.